Hey, it's A Humble Collector here. In today's video, we're taking a look at the 4-panel death card of Josef Haban. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. So on panel 1 here, if I have my notes, flip to the right page. Eternal be praised and thanks to you, O Jesus, who redeemed us with your blood. Then moving to the inside of the card here, we have a nice full panel photo of Josef. You can see he has the Edelweiss on his sleeve there, indicating he's in a Gebirgsjaeger unit. Per souvenir of Josef Haban, Obergefreiter in a Gebirgsjaeger Regiment, veteran of the campaigns in France and the Balkans, machinist from Edenstetten, who died a heroic death for the fatherland on November 2nd, 1941, at the age of 23 years and 3 months, while on the alert in the fighting in the East. Honor his memory. Now, I was actually able to find Josef's casualty record, so I'll put that up on screen. Josef was born on August 31st, 1918 in Rindenburg, and was a member of the 2nd Company Gebirgsjaeger Regiment 91, which is part of the 4th Gebirgsjaeger Division. He was killed by a gunshot to the heart, and interestingly enough, I do actually have death cards for 2 other members of the division. First off, we have Benjamin Langenwald, who was a Jaeger in Company 15 of Gebirgsjaeger Regiment 13, and he would be killed by a headshot in Goich on November 1st, 1942. And the other card that I have for a member of this unit, at least translated so far, is Ludwig Braun, who's an Obergefreiter in the same regiment that Josef was in. Ludwig would actually die of complications while undergoing brain surgery in Odessa. Apparently, he'd been wounded earlier. A shrapnel entered through his left eye into his brain. He was taken to Odessa for surgery and passed away while under the knife. And he would die on January 20th, 1944. Now, interestingly enough, we have a bit of context for what was going on with the unit, the 4th Gebirgs Division at the time. So they were fighting in the southern front and were holding bridgeheads on the Mius River at that point. And they came under Soviet counterattack. There was actually some pretty heavy fighting there from the end of October to like November 4th, which is around the time that Josef would have been killed. And I got some of that context and information actually from this book here, which is Gebirgssoldaten unter dem Zeichen des Enzian, which is a history of the 4th Gebirgs Division. And the page in question is actually page 145 here, which I've translated this part, which kind of talks about it. But yeah, they were holding the bridgeheads on this river, were being attacked by the Soviets. It was actually noted in the book that the 91st Regiment in particular actually suffered some pretty heavy counterattacks. So that would have been where Josef would have been killed. Now, moving to the bottom here, young and fresh, I went into the field in the hope of seeing you again as a young hero. I fought there for the fatherland until the hand of death overtook me. My grave is unknown to you all. Farewell, beloved mother and siblings. I can no longer return home to you. My love stills your pain. I have suffered, and I am heavenward now. Merciful Jesus, give him eternal rest. And then the final panel of the card that we have here, Mother of Love, Sorrows, and Mercy, pray for us. So yeah, pretty interesting card. I have a lot of Gebirgsjaeger cards or Mountain Troop cards in my backlog, and I'm hoping as I translate more of those and do research on more of those that we'll find more members of this unit and be able to tie more of the story together. But it seems like the Mountain Troop regiments in particular and divisions seem to be pretty well documented, so hopefully I'll be able to find even more context and other information that I kind of bring in. But still, overall, really interesting card. I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment down below. Love hearing from you. Thank you all for watching. Happy collecting, and I'll see you all again very soon.